Why the North should stop boasting about being the region that producing food for Nigeria. Welcome to the news and thank you for tuning in to listen. A few days ago, the media space was agog with the news of an exchange of words between Nigeria's former president, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, and Chief Edwin Clark. According to Vanguard newspaper, Chief Clark, who was speaking in Abuja, accused the former president of resentment for Niger Delta people. Okay, if you have not been following, this is what happened. The former president of Nigeria, the person of Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, came out and he made some statements, and those statements did not sit well with Edwin Clark. One of the statements he made was that the oil in Niger Delta region was not meant for Niger Deltans alone, but it was meant for the whole of Nigeria. And this is how this is actually in the constitution. But meanwhile, in the same constitution, the gold in Zamfara state is also not meant for the constitution. Now, who is fooling who? This is the place where I've said and I've always said, and I'll continue to say, that until we bring justice, equity, and fairness back to our land, that is when we are going to get ourselves. That is when we are going to get ourselves. Now, I'm of the notion, okay, fine, it is written in the constitution, yes. But how, if you look at the situation of what is making Clark to say some things, it is actually because if you go to the Niger Delta region, oh my goodness, it is an eyesore. These people no longer have what they call drinking water. In fact, they don't have anything called water because the water is either contaminated by oil or by any other thing. And yet, the Zamfara gold is actually not in the exclusive list of a constitution. And I'm saying, when will we stop fooling ourselves? It is until we stop fighting this war and come together as Nigerians and know that we are not the enemies, but rather we are actually we are victims together. We are victims of bad governance. So that particular speech from the former president of Nigeria, it sparked a lot of emotions. Some people came out and were like, no, now, yes, this thing, it is right. I mean, constitutionally, it is actually right, but otherwise, it is not, sincerely. Otherwise, it is not. It is not right. You don't say the mineral resources in one particular state belongs to the country and the one in another region belongs to another. It is what they call unfairness. It is what they call injustice. That is what it is called. Let's find out more about the news in detail. In his response, President Olusegun Obasanjo alleged that he has nothing against the Niger Delta region and has always advocated the unity of Nigeria. However, he condemned the region for laying claims to resources in the Niger Delta, insisting that it belongs to the federal government. Since the report emerged, many Nigerians have continued to take turns in reacting to it. Recently, the spokesman of a Northern Elders Forum, NEF, Hakeem Baba Ahmed, who was live on the Rise TV for an interview session, waded in on the matter. In supporting President Obasanjo, Hakeem Baba Ahmed alleged that Abuja originally belongs to Northerners before it was acquired by the military government. Recently, Abuja belonged to Southerners. He also stated that the North produces the food consumed by Nigerians. With this, the NEF spokesperson questioned that what will happen in the North if the North began to demand compensation for this. The statement also continues to generate serious reaction for the public. While I totally disagree with this statement that Abuja now belongs to Southerners, I also wish to say that the North should stop boasting about being the region that produces food for Nigeria. The reason for this is that food production in the region is run as private businesses, which is profit taken by farm owners. Arguably, what farming is to the North is what trading is to the South. As such, one can boldly say that the North is not producing food as favor to other regions, but with the sole objective of amassing wealth. This is evident in their ability to directly harvest, sell their farm produce, and give no accounts to the government. With this in mind, it is my view that using Abuja or the North producing food in the context of a debate over resource control is totally out of place. As such, the North should understand that the food they produce does not belong to the federal government, neither do they share it with the rest of the country for free. It is their business established for the purpose of accumulating wealth. Okay, we have listened and we have heard it. I still feel sincerely that when it comes to this particular issue now, of course, they are correct. Saying that the North is one of the food producers, are they distributing it for free? Is it for free? Of course not. It is not for free, and sincerely will not even be for free. So the high time they stop using it for when citing it as an example when they want to talk about resource control, the better. We should start producing our own food so that they will not be insulting us again. By the time we do that, they will go and eat their food, and also will stay away from eating their cow. And by then, they will take it back from their state, and the killing will stop. Since 1880 to 2021, you cannot produce food it is now you want to produce. Without the northern food, you will turn to scarlet. Your neck will be long like antelope. Are you serious? That is not the case. There are people who have farms now in their various places. They have farms, and so they get to dig in, they get to till the soil for their own food. There are people who they don't eat, they're strictly vegetarians. Yes, like they eat from their own farm. They don't eat anything that is prepared outside. So are you going to say those people have died? They are used to it. They think we Southerners won't survive with garlic and cow meat. Already, many Southerners have started switching to pork meat, so that the time will come when their bookies will eat their cows themselves. As far as I'm concerned, food comes from the Middle Belt and we buy. We can also import from neighboring countries. Since we can import from China and Europe, we have access to the sea. Makes all the difference. Okay? There is nothing you can do. Nothing is in the south that's called food except oil, and one day you will drink the oil. Are you serious? Why are you people being petty? Oh my goodness. People should stop it, Joe. On this note, we have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. And until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of the day.